Hey, what's going on guys? Today I'm going to be implementing a score system into our game. So what I'm first going to do, like always, is create a sprite. I've got one already loaded in, which I made earlier. You don't have to spend too much time on it. I didn't. So you're going to center it, give it a name that you'll be able to remember and relates to the sprite. You now want to create an object, obj coin, and give it the sprite of coin. Press OK. Now you want to go into your player's create event and create a variable called score. Now we're going to set score to 0. Score is actually already an implemented variable in the GameMaker language, so we won't have to do anything too fancy, but it wouldn't be any different if we made our own variable. For example, player score, but I'm just going to stick with score at the minute. Now press tick. That's all we need to do in the create event. Now what you want to do is add an event collision with obj coin and then drag in some code, and what you want to type is with other instance destroy. Now, I've taught you this in a previous tutorial, but just in case you didn't watch that one, what this does is it's checking with other, and it knows what other is because it's checking what we are colliding it with, what the event is relating to. So it knows we're talking about the coin, and then we just destroy the coin because we're with coin and it destroys it. We could just put obj coin, but that's not very necessary. We just put other. Next, what you want to do is type in score plus equals by 1. Now this just means if you were to put plus 1, it wouldn't work because 1, we've got an error, but also it wouldn't work because it would just set the score to plus 1 instead of setting 1 every time we collect a coin. So we want to put equals plus 1, which means score is going to equal the original score just plus 1 every time we collide with it. We might want to actually put this above because it will destroy, and then this might not be relevant anymore. So just put it above just for a safe keep. Now if we go into our room and we put coins in, just dotted around randomly, and we run it, now it will work, they will destroy, but we can't see our score at the moment. Now what we're going to have to do is go into the draw event, and we're going to have to put in some more code. I'm going to start off by doing draw set h align fa middle. Now what this does is it sets the font to be aligned on the horizontal, so sideways, to be in the middle. So like if you were to go into Microsoft Word and you press the middle button to align it to the center, that's what this does. I'm also going to do this for V align, but I'm going to do it for center instead. Now I'm not too sure what the difference is between the two. You can experiment and tell me in the comments below, but I always just do it like this. I can't really tell any difference between the two though. Now what I'm going to do is draw text x, y, score. Now what this will do is it will draw it into the room, and it will draw it at our player, his x and y. Now if you don't want it in the player, like so, and you want score next to it, you could just do score plus string in brackets score. Now we need to do the string because if we didn't, it would come up with an error because it would think we're just adding 1 to a string, and that wouldn't work because strings aren't variables and you can't add numbers to them. So what we need to do is we need to convert score into a string so it's easier to manipulate and it will show as text. I'm also going to do plus about 48 so it will show us the score above the player and it won't be in the middle. I'm actually going to do negative 48. Plus goes down. Okay, so now we have our score above our player, and if we collect a coin, it shows us that it goes up by 1. I don't know why it didn't. Why is it not going up by more than 1? Score? Oh, right. I set it to equals plus 1. Sorry, you want to set this to plus equals 1. See, that was an error, but I'm glad we found it, to be honest, because now you guys can kind of see where I went wrong and why. Okay, so now once we collect coins, it will show us our score above our player. Now, if you didn't want this on your player, you can go back into the draw event and you can just do draw text. Let's say room width divided by 2 and room height divided by 2. Now this will just center it in the middle of the room. So now our score is in the middle of the room, and once we collect a coin, it just shows us that the score is going up. You can put it in the top left corner, the bottom left corner, the top right corner, or the bottom right corner. It's really personal preference where you want it to be. I would prefer it to be following our player though, but it's up to you. I hope I managed to help some of you out there today. If I did, don't forget to leave a like, leave me a comment, let me know that this helped you out, and why not subscribe, as there'll be more informational videos coming out in the future. I would like to say I am sorry that I haven't been uploading regularly recently. I've had a lot of schoolwork, but I should be uploading more regularly. I can't promise anything though, of course. But if you do want to get notified when I upload a new video, don't forget to press the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.